Hey!
Hi.
Hey, this worked. All right. Ooh, my
It did.
signal got better.
Look at that.
Hold on. Wait, I got to do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the music thing or do the
Yeah.
other?
No, not the other thing. Not on this show.
Where's the music thing?
That
Okay.
was great.
That
It was the
was,
best you've ever done it.
I did not do that.
That was the best intro we've ever done on this show, hands down. It's
I,
going to go down in the history books.
I didn't touch anything.
I feel like we could have not played that at all, and it would have been almost as strong of an intro
We could have
as
just done
what
the
just
silent.
happened.
We could have done the silent countdown. It would have been just as fine.
We
So
could have. Next time we'll work that out.
for those of you listening after the live show, I hope you enjoyed uh, the music that Jack may or may not have added. For those of you that are here live, welcome to the Geek Spot News.
Thanks for finding the Geek Spot with us. We already got some friends in the chat. Hey,
That's the
good
worst
evening, everyone.
ever.
It was amazing. Every week we should try and one up that
You
every
know what? I
week.
think I moved my mouse over like the screen, and I think that shut it off.
That would do it.
Well, it's not supposed to. I'm supposed to click on it.
So we got to kick off at least since he's already in chat, just saying happy birthday to Dom.
Happy birthday to Dom. Hi to your mom. Hi to Charles. Dom was gracious enough to have me on his birthday stream Saturday afternoon. Charles jumped in for a little bit to say hi and to give him a happy birthday. We had a good time. We had a good time. We did a couple rankings. We ranked our MCU shows, and then he kind of threw some blind stuff at me that I forget or I would throw them at you.
All good.
It's been a long weekend.
Very cool. I'm glad you guys had fun. There was a good turnout, as always, on DeAce Avenue over on YouTube.
Yeah.
For anybody that isn't already following, go check that out. What else you do this past week, man? We'll start with you this week.
I was sick Friday because that
Oh.
seems to be the thing. That's what everybody's got. Everybody's getting sick. I was sick Friday. Saturday was the Royal Rumble, WWE's premium live event.
Heard of it?
It was a fun show. The winners were all the winners. I mean, I picked all the winners ahead of time. Like I kind of looked at it and said, "This is who's going to win this, this, and this." I was right. All four matches. There was only four matches. There's a 20-woman battle royal.
Oh,
Takes a very long time, and a 20-man battle royal takes a long time. And then there were two matches sandwiched in between. If you are into reading really weird, creepy stuff, you can Google the Vince McMahon sex lawsuit.
oh,
Stuff
I
going
heard
around.
about this. Yeah, he's off the board again, isn't he?
Yeah, he resigned completely. That's I don't want to get into that, but it's oh boy, is this a hell of a read.
So is this all actually like factual stuff, or is this
Well,
still
so
drama for the TV shows?
no. This is real. Like
Okay,
the woman that is suing him signed an NDA. She was going to get $3 million. Vince paid her $1 million and then stopped paying her. Mind you, all of this stuff took place in 2020, 2021. Vince is in his 70s.
Got
And
it.
it's a lot of there's a lot of graphic stuff.
Oh.
Brock Lesnar was also named in it, so he was pulled off of the pay-per-view and did not appear at the Royal Rumble or PLE. They're not pay-per-views anymore. Whatever. He did not appear at the Royal Rumble.
Isn't it just you got to have the Peacock app and you just get it?
Yeah, up until 2025 when Raw and everything moves to Netflix. So
Got
their USA show that goes on Monday nights for 3 hours is going to be a live show streaming on Netflix.
Oh, that's gonna go horribly wrong.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Netflix is not great at the live.
They better get great. They signed WWE signed a $5 billion 10-year deal with them.
Yeah, it's not that much money for Netflix.
No, not with the way they throw it around. And the only other thing that came out of that was Slim Jim was the big corporate sponsor for the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
they pulled themselves uh, just before the Royal Rumble. They said,
Was it
no,
going to be Macho Man's big comeback?
no,
Was he going to come back and snap into it?
he can't snap into anything. He's 6 feet under.
No.
Yes, he's not snapping into anything anymore.
Look, you never know.
Well, that's true. It is wrestling.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend. How about you? Oh, and I watched a little bit of football. Very disappointing football
We
weekend.
don't talk about the football from this weekend. There was I don't think there was anybody happy except for the Swifties. They get to see her on screen a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess they are back. There was like one or two ads. Chaos pointed out in the chat.
During your
Yeah,
Royal
during
Rumble, John.
wrestling.
Got it. So yeah, my week was just running around for doing kid stuff. Not a lot of excitement going on. We had some time to watch some things. Rock through the He-Man show. I'm sure you're all caught up on season 1, right? Only halfway to go left on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe Revolution.
Whatever the first one was.
Nope, that was Revelation. Was the first one.
Yep, that's the one I'm at.
Yep. Revolution dropped Friday with some cool new voice actors involved. Super fast. It was 5 episodes,
Any
25
Fisto?
minutes each.
Any Fisto?
He was there, but I believe he may have been killed off screen. It seemed like.
Oh no.
It's okay. Ralph voiced him in like a flashback, and then also a cowboy. So
Nice.
Ralph Garman of Hollywood Babylon, and formerly Kevin and Bean on KROQ in LA.
Nice.
And now he's got the Ralph Report. Doing that, William Shatner is on this season, though, if you don't remember from Comic-Con this past year.
Oh.
So a lot of back and forth between William Shatner and Mark Hamill
Oh.
in this season, which is very awesome. And I didn't even. And William Shatner sounds much younger when he's doing voiceover work. I was like, oh, I know that voice, and I was like, oh, that's right, that's William Shatner this season. Sarah Michelle Gellar is no longer Tila. That is now Melissa Benoist.
Oh, wasn't she something before or no?
No,
she wasn't in the first one, right?
No, but her husband is
Right.
He-Man.
Right.
But overall, it was fine. It was Friday night. I was a little sleepy, as you know, I get during some of these shows sometimes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to binge it, and then I kept waking up in the middle of the next episode and was like, "Well, I'm already here." So, so let's just keep on moving on. And it was cool. It did some backstory, a lot more He-Man than in Revelation for sure.
Well, that's
Revelation. A lot more He-Man in this one. Lot more Skeletor. Just a lot more of the big two. But got a lot into Skeletor's history and his past. You got some Hordak in there, Keith David's Hordak. So you got some really legendary voices playing off each other in this one. You still had some more progression for Evelyn, played by Cersei from Game of Thrones. What's her name?
Lena Headey.
There you go, Lena Headey. So yeah, great voice cast, but it was, like I said, quick in and out, like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And you're now. I can start moving on to other shows now because I finally finished Louder Milk, my kind of palate cleanser in between crazy shows. So I'm gotta figure out what to dive back into now.
Yeah, I watched a soccer show over the last week and a half. It was pretty good.
Not a surprise.
It was look.
Was it Welcome to Wrexham?
They mentioned them.
Okay. Ironically, the Welcome to Wrexham show was like 60 episodes already.
Jesus.
Yeah,
look, I wanted something to make me laugh. I tried watching Ted. I got through about 3/4 of the first episode, and it's not bad, but it's just like.
Yeah, so I watched Louder Milk. I think I might have mentioned this last week.
Yeah,
it's Ron Livingston and Will Sasso are the two main stars. It's tricky though because it originally aired. I finally dug into it. It originally aired on AT&T network, which I didn't even know was a network.
Oh wow!
For 2 years, back in like 2017 and 2018, and then it got the network went under, so it was gone.
Why do I remember that network?
And then it got brought back for a season on Amazon, and now it's new on Netflix. So it was, it was kind of neat watching through, but super fun show. It's just basically Ron Livingston just plays an asshole and like that's his whole character is just he just speaks the truth and is upfront and with everybody and everything, and he runs a substance abuse counseling group, and so you get all the personalities in there. Brian Regan, the comedian,
Okay. Okay.
is in it too. He's got a fantastic role. He's kind of a bit part that comes in and out of being a bigger role. But overall, like some good stuff in it. Third season went a little off the rails. You can tell they brought him back, and it was kind of like, we'll figure this out. But it's one of the Farrelly brothers was the director and executive producer of the whole thing. So
Okay.
pretty fun show. I'd recommend it. It's a nice little break from all of the content we're usually talking about and watching.
The stuff that I'm usually watching, right?
I mean, it's no Friday Night Lights, but
Hey,
it is better than season 4 of Smallville. So choose
I
your
am
battles.
not. I haven't touched Smallville. I haven't touched Friday Night Lights. I'm not going there. I'm purposely avoiding Netflix right now so I don't scroll by Friday Night Lights. That's what happened. I went to Apple to try and watch something new and I harpooned Ted. So I got the Ted out of my system,
Yeah.
and now I can kind of filter through some net.
Oh,
I want to filter
you
through some
can
Apple
you
TV
can
stuff. That's
Monarch
good.
Legacy of Monsters. You can Shrinking. You
I
got
got Shrinking,
some. You,
the one with um, what the hell?
you got Hijack with Idris Elba. You got Silo. Oh my God, you got
Silo,
so many good shows on Apple TV.
the one with the dude from Parks and Rec that I can't. Adam Scott, the one with Adam Scott.
Severance.
Severance. That's
Season 2 should be coming out sometime
so.
soon-ish.
I have some stuff, so that's good. Like I'm in the right ballpark. I just have to like.
I will say some of those, I think the allure.
Oh, you left. How did you go to no connection? Where's it?
Reconnect something somewhere.
Yeah, you poofed. I thought it'd be me going first.
Yeah, yep. Hey, we're back. We're back.
I've been back.
Yeah, well, you were gone for a minute. Both of I think the allure of those Apple TV shows though is that they release weekly. So binging them, they don't hit the right way.
Yeah.
So I will suggest doing like an episode, taking a break, doing an episode, because a lot of them, unlike the Netflix shows that are kind of made to just go one into another, some of them,
Yeah. I'm good at
they
taking breaks.
work better with the break and the tension of like, oh, what's going to happen next week.
I'm good at taking breaks on shows.
I have no feeling.
I got that. Before we go into other stuff, where we
a lot
at?
of people in chat watching stuff.
Yes. So
Charles is rewatching Rebels.
good call.
Nice.
I like it. Chaos is asking about a new season of Supernatural. Really?
Yeah. There's already talks. I don't know where they're planning on putting it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's already talks. I think Jensen Ackles already agreed, and so did Jared Padalecki.
Nice.
Have already said they'll come back and do it. I mean, they're both just big production guys at this point. They have like 6 shows each that them and their wives are producing together. So I mean, look, that'd be cool to bring that back because Misha Collins' show already got canceled too. Gotham Knights, which, as I said before, ended up being way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, you said that, and they look like they had a lot of plans for that too.
They did. They set up some cool stuff with Ra's al Ghul and who I don't know who I feel like the lead character would have ended up being Damien once we got through some ways and actually was Bruce Wayne's son, but didn't know that he was Bruce Wayne's, like a whole thing, I think is where they were going to go.
Chaos
on Masters of the Air, which is like a band of brothers.
Masters of the Air. Okay. Chaos said Ted is like a live action Family Guy.
Okay. I saw the first Ted. And then I did not jump back in. If I need another palate cleanser soon, I might head back over and check that out.
It's not bad. I guess I have to. I guess I kind of have to put my head back into like it's the 90s. It's not, it's definitely not Mark Wahlberg. He doesn't look like him, doesn't sound like him, but it's a lot of the cast from the Orville is in it.
Got it. Well, those are which is a lot of the cast from Family Guy.
Right. So there were a couple trailers that came out. One came out today. So there was a US version, and I think there was a British or India version. I'll be corrected in a moment on that. Ghostbusters released the trailer today. Did you happen to catch it at all?
I did watch it. It is action packed.
I liked it. I really did. I really, really liked it. I thought it looked really good. It's a lot of callback stuff. Um, the
It looks
old
like a lot of, hey, remember all the stuff you didn't get in the last movie? We're gonna give you all the Aykroyd you can handle.
yeah, well, all the Aykroyd and all the Bill Murray. So it looks like they're all
Seems like
going
a
to
lot of
team up.
Aykroyd.
They're all there's a lot of Aykroyd to give. Um, they're all going to team up and fight a villain called Death Chill, causing a new ice age. So they went outside the box
Sounds
on the name.
sounds like a Rob Liefeld character from the '90s. I bet that was Deadpool's first name, and he changed it from Death Chill to Deadpool
Um,
because it was
the
more creative.
the EPA agent from the very first Ghostbusters is in this one as well.
Tilden Peck, Walter Peck.
Yep, trying to do the same thing in this one in the trailer. It looks like that he did in the first one. Probably in the same job 40 years later because it's a government job and there's no promotions.
Yeah, that's. I mean, look, that was your bread and butter for
Hey,
both the movies, right? Because the same thing. Lenny screwed him in the second movie.
look, I really have a funny feeling that without having read into it, and I really don't want to read into it. I didn't watch the second trailer. I just watched the first trailer. I really have a funny feeling this is going to be where Bill Murray takes the Harrison Ford exit.
Okay, could be.
His name is Garaka. I don't even know who that is.
Death Chill, I bet.
Oh, well, it said Death Chill. But anyway, I think Bill Murray's gonna exit the franchise and go the
And
way.
he looks like he's barely standing up in the franchise from the trailer today. So, but you get the rest. I don't know if we're gonna get
Who?
Moranis in this one. I heard that we were, but maybe not.
I don't
Danny,
know.
our good pal in the chat, would let us know.
I don't know. I
Uh,
know he really doesn't just he stepped away from Hollywood and he like stuck to it. Um, as there was another
but
trailer.
everything else is look, it like I said, it looks very action packed compared to
It
some of the other
does.
ones.
It looks like it's going to be a fun movie. It looks like there's going to be a lot of callbacks to the original two, and that's great. That's what that franchise needs. It needs a little bit more action, yes. Um, you know, I don't. I'll go see it. That
Yeah, I
probably.
mean, you can tell the trailer. They're like, "Hey, remember all those people we just relaunched? We're not going to put them in this one, really."
Well, no, apparently it's going to be all of them. But
I
yeah,
know,
Dana,
but like, there's not a lot of Paul Rudd and
maybe that's a good thing.
Egon's kid and grandkids. There's not a lot of them in this trailer. It's a lot of that. You didn't watch the second one yet, but it's a lot of the OG
Okay,
crew in this
I
trailer.
I can see them leaning on that to bring our age back, and you'll probably maybe get one more trailer because it comes out in like 2 months. So maybe you'll get one more trailer,
Yeah,
maybe at
it's
the
soon.
Super Bowl, that nobody's going to be watching, or that we're only going to watch just for the like. I think this year most of Philadelphia is going to have commercial watch parties and like ignore the actual game and then pay attention for the commercials this year.
As long as they have good commercials, because the last few years have been awful.
Well, yeah. Um, and then there was another trailer that came out. I don't know if we talked about it last week. I feel like we mentioned it, or I feel like we definitely texted about it. The Roadhouse remake.
Yeah,
Roadhouse
yeah.
was the Patrick Swayze movie from I think 86 or 87, I want to say.
hmm
Without Googling. Campy, awful, but awesome. Really just cheesy, corny lines, cheesy action scenes, the original.
Yes.
And this one has Jake Gyllenhaal, whose character's last name is also Dalton, but he's an MMA fighter. And the bad guy in this movie is Conor McGregor.
Yeah, which is why I probably won't watch this.
I
'Cause
will.
I despise Conor McGregor.
I see. I like Conor, but
Yeah, except for the fact that he's like international rapist that's convicted in multiple states or
Well,
countries, so he can go F himself.
him and him and Vince probably hang out. Um, I like the action scenes that they showed. I really enjoyed that part of it. Um,
Uh,
it's too on the nose that they called the bar the Roadhouse. Like that really threw me off.
Yeah, that part I don't mind. It just doesn't look like they didn't need to call anything about it Roadhouse. It's not a remake. They just named the guy the same thing, and that's it. Other than that, there's nothing from the original movie. So it's not even a remake. It's a reboot, reimagining of the
Right.
original story. So like
Right. So it's not like any
that,
kind of it doesn't attach to the original in any way, shape, or form
no.
with maybe some names here and there that'll,
They could have called it Beach House and
maybe
done
his
just as
MMA
well.
trainer, maybe his MMA trainer is an old white guy with a mustache that maybe Sam Elliott pops up. Who knows? Maybe it's something like that, but I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the original in any way.
No, and it shouldn't. And yeah, I look it looks fine. It's only releasing on Amazon. It's not even get a theatrical release.
Thank
Um,
you, Danny.
and it looks not great in my opinion. But I like I
It-
said, I
no,
probably won't watch it because I will not do anything to contribute to Conor McGregor getting money.
it's straight to streaming, so you're
Yeah.
already contributing. If you're paying for something streaming wise, it's straight to streaming.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I
get
cannot contribute to the numbers at
it.
least.
And I agree. I agree, Pete, for the most part, with no remakes. And Chaos brings up a good point. Remakes make easy money, and that's the truth. That's why so much crap gets remade. There's certain things that you probably will never see get remade, and then like a Back to the Future kind of a thing. And you gotta, you're
I don't know if
talking.
there's anything left that you'll see that won't get remade.
I don't think they'll be able to touch Back to the Future as
They
long as
will.
Zemeckis is alive.
No, well, it's going to Broadway, so they'll release the musical version of Back to the Future
Like
in a
Mean,
few years. Yep.
yeah, there you go.
But interesting with that though, right? Like I didn't know that Mean Girls that was getting released was the musical version from the trailers.
I didn't until I saw something online about it.
Yeah, but like the musical's great, and I was like, why are they remaking the same movie? And then I was like, oh, they're doing the Broadway version. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
But if you take that out, like it made no sense to make the movie. Some of the music in it is
No.
actually pretty good too.
Was it?
I mean, I played the show last summer, so like I know the music
Oh,
from the show itself. I don't know from this version, but I know some of the actresses in this one. If we were of a different generation, would be a big deal to us. But we don't. I don't know who any of them are. So
um, before we go into all these like these little lists and this little stuff that we have that I have, um, the two little MCU pieces that I have since the list that we have were so when I was on Dom's show, Dom had us go through the MCU series and just give a quick, 1 to 10, 1 to 12 ranking of them. When I did it with Dom, I totally forgot that what ifs were a thing, so I didn't include them. And then when Dom did his, he included Loki season 1 and 2 as one thing. Now I split those four up
we can do that.
as separate entities. But the two little pieces of MCU news I have is the first plot synopsis for Deadpool was released.
Oh,
Yeah, you ready for this?
sure.
This is groundbreaking. The irresponsible hero Deadpool will change the history of the MCU with Wolverine question mark exclamation point. That's it.
Great. It's good stuff.
I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anything else. I don't care to
I
know
mean,
anything.
I assume we will get a trailer of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's done filming, so I'm sure they have a trailer ready for the Super Bowl. But I mean, you're gonna have to hide a lot if you don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that, trailer. But look, you can just do a 2-minute scene of Ryan Reynolds in the costume talking.
Right. Which will end up being a Mint Mobile commercial a
Right.
week later.
I mean, maybe it'll go in before his whatever that show Wonder or whatever the movie he has If.
Oh.
coming out about all the imaginary people, imaginary friends and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
where he plays Ryan Reynolds
Right.
as always.
Um, the other thing I had, and this is a rumor that has been going around now about the Spider-Man 4 movie, and I'm curious what you think about this. So, Kevin Feige wants Spider-Man 4, the rumor is to be a grounded movie, right?
Yeah.
Grounded movie. Sony wants Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to come back again. Ha- which would you rather see at this point?
I'd rather the grounded street level, and you introduce Gwen Stacy into this universe. You introduce some of the other actual Peter Parker people.
Right.
You put in a placebo for Flash in a different way because Ned's really Miles Morales' character. So like the way they redid Ned, because that's not the original Ned. You bring in like um some more of the Daily Planet stuff. You get him the job taking pictures, making work for Jonah. Like you do those things with him.
Right. Not
I think which could be more fun. But we don't necessarily need the Peter struggling to pay rent and all of these
no,
things.
but at the same time, where they left off in Spider-Man 3 is perfect for them to make it a ground-based show, like a
Yeah.
ground-based mixed movie. And from what I was reading, there's one, aside from whatever happens in the Deadpool movie, there's one person in the universe that still knows who Spider-Man is, most likely.
Who's that?
Smart Hulk.
Why would he?
Well, Hulk, because when the spell was cast, Bruce Banner was there, not the Hulk. And that's the like loophole thing that this, well, I forget what one of the articles was saying, but because Hulk wasn't there, Hulk would know, and Hulk met him at Tony Stark's funeral. He was standing right behind him. So they
Yeah, I
could
don't.
kind of go that route as him being the only. I don't need anybody to know who he is. It'd be fun to see him crack that with MJ and just kind of open that back up a
Oh,
little
I don't
bit.
even want MJ in the new one, next one.
Well, but I don't want him with all the Stark Tech stuff. I like the idea of a grounded Peter Parker without all the money and Stark Tech stuff.
I'm good with that. Like I said, I don't need MJ in this next one, like at all. That's
Gwen
why I said do
Stacy,
the Gwen stories,
yeah,
do the Gwen Stacy stuff.
we could do that. I would, but I would
Do
absolutely like.
Felicity Hardy, bring in Black Cat. Like, come on.
What about Madam Web?
Look, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
will probably go to see Sydney Sweeney in that costume. So
um, you had there was one other thing, right, from Marvel.
there's a couple things. I mean, some of the we got Daredevil casting, right? Did we talk about them coming back last week? Deborah Ann Wall
We
and Eldon.
I think we did mention the two of them are coming back.
So is Bullseye.
So is Bullseye.
So rumor has it, 25, 30-year-old spoilers for Daredevil and Kevin Smith's run on it back in the day. But so in the comics, Karen Page, who's played by Deborah Ann Wool on the TV series, was like Matt Murdock's like one true love that went away for a while and was a drug addict and revealed his secret identity to Kingpin because of that. And she was, like doing whatever she could for cash and had this completely sordid past she ended up with. She came back, cleaned herself up. She and Matt ended up together for a few years in the comics.
Right.
Then Bullseye comes along and kills Karen Page.
Nice. That there was something that I saw that said, "Will these two characters be killed off immediately?" So does Foggy get killed off in the comics, or just?
Yeah, different storylines. He got cancer for a while.
Oh, good.
They killed him off recently, and Matt went down into hell to get him back.
Oh,
There's all story, and then Matt got. That's where we're at right now in the Daredevil run. Matt lost his entire memory, and just becomes a priest.
nice.
And they start playing back into that, and him starting to remember things because Elektra is now running around as Daredevil, which she has been off and on for like the last 6 years of the comics, 7 years of
Does
the comics.
Constantine help him?
Wrong universe.
Damn.
Good try though.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but this ended up in the battle with the Punisher when they redesigned his logos because he was the new head of the Hand,
Gotcha.
and then Matt was in charge of the foot.
Yep. So, as
or
Mike Venom
whatever
is
they were.
actually going to have his own movie. They're in the middle of filming that now.
Yeah, Venom 3 will be out, I want to say this year.
Yeah. So when they say there's only one
Somehow
Marvel
they can
movie,
do special effects in a quarter of the time it takes Marvel to do in DC to do special effects, and they look fine.
yeah. Wow. Are they unionized?
Sony's got that PlayStation money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Um.
They just send it to the video game guys and are like, "Hey, fix this. Thanks."
Right. Right. What else? What else did I miss before I get to these listy things?
There was that
Oh,
stuff.
the Marvel rankings. Yeah.
There's Marvel, and then there's the Avatar trailer too.
So I didn't watch the whole. I saw bits and pieces of it, but as I said to Dom on his show Saturday, I'm going to watch the Avatar series without having watched the cartoon previously, because I want to kind of go at it this way without having seen anything before and just kind of like a fresh set of eyes on it. And he is like super well versed. I don't know if you watched the cartoon too, didn't you?
I have not, but
Okay.
today I realized how short it is, so I might go binge that before the show drops.
I'm not going to binge it more, not because
I
I'm
was
being
under the
lazy.
impression it was hundreds of episodes.
I'm not going to binge it, not because I'm going to be lazy, but because I want to take it from a different perspective, and then I'll kind of talk to Dom about it, and then obviously you and I'll talk about it, because that's
Yeah, I thought it was like a One Piece where there was like hundreds and hundreds of episodes.
that's what
And
I
it was on
thought there
forever.
was.
It was on for 3 years, and there's 62 episodes that are 20 minutes each.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
So
bad.
like I can burn through that fairly quickly. So I might do that.
I think my oldest son really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I might do that before it comes out. We'll see what happens. Or I might go
Um,
watch Warrior. I haven't decided what's next.
here, we literally just answered it for him.
Yes. I knew where Dom was going to go because he asks it every couple months when he brings up Avatar, and we go from I don't know what that is.
All right, Marvel series.
Okay, TV.
Yeah.
This is are we counting Netflix series now that they
No.
are canon?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No. These are the Marvel shows that came out on Disney Plus only,
Okay.
because I wasn't able to put Agents of Shield in here. So,
Well, that's the only show not canon.
right, which is wonderful. All right, starting at the bottom because it's more fun to go bottom to top.
Okay.
I want to see how different we are. Dom and I were like pretty spot on with most of our stuff.
Oh, ours won't be.
So I know you and I are going to be very, very.
Maybe our number one might be close.
Might be close, but I know our bottom three are going to be pretty close. Maybe not in the same order.
Not even close. Our bottom three won't be anywhere near each other.
Well,
so Secret Invasion is my bottom one.
okay, it's my bottom one also.
Okay.
Okay, so that was it. What's your 9? Wait, is that
No.
9? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Okay, I have 12.
I have 12.
Okay, so that's 12. What's your 11?
What If season 2?
We're neck and neck right now, and I didn't even finish it.
I have no doubt you didn't finish it.
No, I have a funny feeling our number 10 is going to be the same too.
You think it's Loki season 2?
No,
because mine is definitely Loki season 2.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Mine is She-Hulk.
Oh, see, I that is much higher on my list.
Okay, as Loki is much higher on my list.
Yeah.
What's your 9?
Loki season 1.
Wow.
I hated the Loki show, the whole thing. Like it was painful for me to watch all of it.
I'm actually shocked because I have Moon Knight there.
Moon Knight's next on my list.
Okay, so that's your 8 is Moon Knight. Mine is Echo.
Looking back at Moonlight, I feel like there was actually some cool action sequences in Moon Knight.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas Loki, I never got it. Other than like, let's get more Tom Hiddleston, which is great, but like,
I have Echo at 8. It could have gone up. I could have gone up one more. I could have got it to 7.
I have is that 8 where I'm at?
Yeah, where do you have it 7?
7 I have What If season 1.
So do I. Okay. We're not that far off.
Now, 8 I had Moon Knight, and then I had What If for 7.
Okay. I had Echo at 8, What If season 1 at 7. My number 6 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, I have Echo there.
That was a
I have Echo there.
Okay. That was a tough put, given what the next two are. That you'll find a little more shocking.
Yeah, that's it's interesting that you have that low because
I
that was one of the better.
I could actually bump that up to 4 if I wanted to. I could skip it over the next 2 I have. So those, but what do you
Yeah,
have at 5?
Wanda.
Okay. That's not what I have at 5. I have Loki 2 at 5.
Oh,
I went
no.
back and I looked at it again and I really enjoyed it more
Hmm.
than not the whole thing. I kind of picked and choosed a little bit, but I enjoyed the story as a whole more looking at it again.
It's good.
Uh,
I still was like, oh, this could have been a 20-minute special.
yeah. 4.
Especially now that none of it matters because we don't need Victor Timely or Kang anymore.
No.
That's some other news that came out. Then 4 for me is
4?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay. I have Loki, the first Loki.
Okay.
I really like the first Loki, but
Oh, our top might be more similar than I would have thought.
I think our top is gonna. Yeah, a little bit. All right, what do you have at 3?
She-Hulk.
Oh God,
I love that show, man. It was a blast.
Ah.
I needed something that wasn't doom and gloom and crazy.
I needed it.
Everything's the
I
world's
needed it
gonna
to
end and this, that, and the other thing. Like,
see. I have Hawkeye at 3.
oh yeah, no, I have Hawkeye in a different spot than that. Obviously,
What's your number 2?
Miss Marvel.
Okay, I have WandaVision at 2.
Oh wow.
Oh, I
High.
loved WandaVision.
Mm.
And as I said to Dom, every week I waited for this engineer, and I got
You did.
nothing.
You were so excited for the engineer that never showed
So
up.
excited for Reed Richards to never show up in that show, but I still enjoyed the show.
Well, no, the engineer did show up. A
Well,
reminder
yes, but
again.
it was
The
no
engineer,
one.
yeah,
It was just a chick.
it was just a person named Jill.
Yeah. All right, so your number 1 show?
It's Hawkeye.
Okay, mine was Miss Marvel, so it's not that.
Okay.
That's not too
Really,
bad.
just our She-Hulk and Loki's were in very
Cool.
different places.
Yeah. Now, if I ever watch She-Hulk again, maybe my mood will change, but I really can't see myself.
If you ever get around to watching Orphan Black, you will love everything Tatiana Maslany's ever in.
I didn't dislike her in the show. The CGI was so bad at times; it just kind of took me out of it.
Yeah, but that's
segue.
fine.
That's a great segue.
Is it? Look at that.
That's a great segue. Yes. Because there's really no DC news. There's really no Star Wars news right now. That I'm aware of off the top of my head.
Nothing Star Wars late that I've heard. DC, there's some stuff, but nothing that's not just
wrong.
James Gunn saying, "Hey, we're making movies."
Right.
They're digging for whatever they can find there. I will watch Aquaman before next week.
Maybe we'll see. No, I don't like
So
it.
then
Just
I can
because they-
officially rank all the DCEU movies, but I have to see Aquaman before I can bring myself to do it.
Dom thinks that the only reason I like Miss Marvel at 1 is because they told us what happened to the giant from the Eternals.
I think it's
No.
because there was the X-Men 97 theme song in it.
That helped, but the way she was just amazing in it as a whole, and the family dynamic and everything.
Iman Vellani is my favorite actor in the Marvel universe right now.
It's her and Kate Bishop for me, even though Kate Bishop was,
Well, when they're in their mid-30s, you'll get them both in the Young Avengers.
I can't wait to never see any of these movies. My son's going to be holding a sippy cup up to my mouth while Avengers Secret Invasion comes on, or Secret Wars, or whatever the hell it is. Speaking of the CGI thing, I have these 3 quick little listy things here.
Oh.
The 10 worst CGI effects in modern superhero movies, as published on Screen Rant a day ago. This should be a lot of fun. Number 10. Ready? Number 10. Bruce Banner's head doesn't mix well with the Hulkbuster suit from Infinity War.
Is it me again? It is me again.
Oh, wait. Are you there?
Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Hang on for Dom. Hang on for Jack. Jack's got some Wi-Fi issues that he's going to get ironed out tomorrow when he gets his fancy new mesh Wi-Fi system. That's kind of what I was looking at too. Yes, Charles, The Marvels comes out at Disney Plus February 7th. I'll actually rewatch that on Disney Plus because I actually really, really enjoyed The Marvels. I know it did shit at the box office, I had a really fun time watching the Marvels. Are you back?
We'll see what happens.
All right. Number 10, Infinity War. Bruce Banner's head doesn't mix well with the Hulkbuster suit.
Oh,
All
I
right.
think that was fine. I didn't
Yeah,
have a problem with that.
yeah, that
That
one wasn't.
CGI. Is this sorry? Since my connection is
Oh,
wonderful,
yeah, sorry.
which is why I'm getting rid of Google Fi. What list is this?
This is the 10 worst CGI effects in modern superhero movies as per Screen Rant.
Oh, there's nothing. Well, look, Screen Rant's gone to shit, but
It
there's
has.
nothing in Infinity War that would fall in my bottom 10 anything.
I can't even this picture. I mean, yeah, but it's a human inside a big, huge thing. So I don't agree
It's
with
the
that one. No.
same as the Tony Stark's, unless Tony
Yeah.
Stark's on this list for his inside the helmet too, because his helmet
Well,
was a lot smaller than this one.
we'll see because they go all the way back to Fantastic Four 2005 and 15. Reed Richards' arms don't look fantastic. Eh,
That's a tough effect to do.
yeah,
But
like
for the
okay.
time, it was fine.
Number 8, Black Panther's final fight almost ruins the finale um, of the 2018 Black Panther.
I didn't find that at all. That was pretty cool with all the Sonics on the trains and stuff down
Yeah,
underneath Wakanda.
yeah. I don't get this list. I did not see the 2004 Catwoman, but Catwoman's climbing makes the 2004 movie even worse. I didn't see it.
The
Shocker.
Catwoman with Holly Berry, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't either, to be honest with you.
Okay. X-Men Origins Wolverine's claws don't do Hugh Jackman's character justice. They were a little over the top cartoony.
Yeah, so was
But
that whole movie.
yeah, but I
I
can't
mean,
say
did
that
you
it was
see the rest of Weapon X? Come on.
yeah. Well, I'm hoping that's on here. Number 5, Green Lantern's CGI suit still gets made fun of. Look, the more time passes, the more I really don't hate that movie.
His suit actually wasn't bad in that movie compared to the
Yeah.
Shazam outfit with the
Yeah.
random glowing lightning bolt. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Green Lantern one was actually great for 15-year-old
Right.
CGI.
Right. So that was at 5. At 4, I'll give him MODOK.
Oh God, Modoc! Modoc should be higher than 5. Modoc was, but
MODOK's 4.
I feel like it was done on purpose.
Yeah, MODOK's 4, and that's bad. So okay, that's at 4. Number 3, Ang Lee's Hulk looks like a cartoon. Again, 2003.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Ong Lee's Ong Lee, by the way, not
Ang
Angeli.
Lee, I'm sorry. Number 2, and I would have probably put this at number 1, the Henry Cavill CGI mustache.
Oh yeah, it was bad. But I mean, that was for like 2 seconds in the.
Still bad
the movie.
CGI.
It was bad.
And number 1 is the Speed Force in The Flash. Doesn't do right by its cameos. Yeah, that whole movie just
No, I mean, look, yeah, you could just put the Flash.
yeah, you can.
And that would be right up there. I still don't think it's as bad as MODOK and Quantumania.
No, MODOK and Henry Cavill's mustache are like 1, 2 for me. And I don't like to talk bad about my man at all, but I'm talking bad about my man's here. All right. These last 2 should be pretty fast for us. 10 movie franchises that went on longer than anyone expected. You know what's on here.
I do.
You know what's on here. All right. These lists are from Screen Rant, who I'm going to stop getting lists from after that CGI one if these 2 suck. Because I haven't.
Yeah, look, Screen Rant is really going to shit the last few years. Collider's kind of hanging on barely.
All right. Number 10, I don't agree with. I think it should be number 1. Fast and the Furious. 11 films between 2001 and 2023. And the next part of Fast and the Furious might be delayed.
It's because everybody's going to actually be making other movies.
Yeah.
And they have a cast of thousands at this point.
Yeah, they do. So
look, I agree with that one. I do want to point out, I don't know, did you see the Roger Corman Fantastic Four?
Which one is that? That's the one before Jessica
93.
Alba?
93.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. I did not either. I know it's on YouTube now, I think is where you can go find it. So one of these days I'll watch that and the David Hasselhoff.
They have Dr.
Nick
Doom
Fury
in that
movie.
one too, right?
Yeah, and the Captain America movie from back then. They did all those movies back then. And were all very low budget.
Yeah. Movie franchises that went on longer than expected. Number 9, Final Destination. Had 5 films
Yeah.
between 2000 and 2011.
Yeah, but once they had that first formula, like you knew what you were getting into. They were all fun.
Yeah. Number 8, and I did not even know this. The Scorpion King had 5 films between 2002 and 2018. I had
Really?
no clue.
I'm guessing they were all direct to video, not even to streaming, just direct to video. By the way,
And it was
Pete says that you should be number 1 with your Fast and the Furious.
maybe. I mean, look, I'm not going to say it hasn't stuck around too long. It's possible. But wow, I did not realize that they had
No, I
that
wonder who was
many.
in all of them.
They were direct to video movies.
No, but I wonder who
Wow.
was in all of them because it wasn't The Rock.
I don't know. I'll have to look that up sometimes. Number 7, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 33 films between
Uh,
2008 and 2023.
I don't think that's been too long still.
No, I don't think so either.
So
Number
just to
Go
tell
ahead.
you real quick, so
Yeah.
Scorpion King, right? We had that one with Dwayne Johnson.
Right.
Then there was Scorpion King 2, Rise of a Warrior with Michael Copon.
Okay.
Then you had Scorpion King 3, Battle for Redemption with Dave Bautista.
Okay.
And you had Scorpion King 4, Quest for Power with Victor Webster.
Don't
And
know
then
him.
Scorpion King Book of Souls in 2018 with Zach McGowan.
Zach McGowan?
Zach McGowan, who
I
is better known for nothing.
It sounds like a hockey
Black
player.
Sails. He was in Black Sails. He was also,
Oh,
hold on. He was also, you know
is that
who I think he is? He is
related
from
to
Ted
Rope?
Lasso, I believe.
Is he?
I think he is,
Who is
no. Oh, you know what?
uh,
He was MODOK in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
the TV show?
Yes.
They had a
Who
motor?
was, yeah, they did. The guy that was like the Russian dude that they made into an android that they
Oh,
said he was
yeah.
machine only designed for killing.
Oh, shit, okay. Oh,
That
now I
was,
know. At least I can put a face to it.
yeah.
You're thinking of the other guy that's in Ted Lasso from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I was.
Bravo.
Once I clicked on the picture, I was like, oh, well, crap.
Hey, Dylan. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, too. And I like Brett's Scorpion 2 Electric Boogaloo. That should have probably been a title. Number
I
6
feel like
here
it
is
could have been.
Halloween. 13 films between 1978 and 2022.
Keep going. Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough Halloween movies yet.
All right. How about Hellraiser at 5? 13
Yeah.
Hellraiser films
How many?
from 1978 to 2022. I remember the original.
I remember a few of them.
The original was scary as hell back then. Number 4 is Underworld.
No, I don't think there was a bad Underworld movie. Maybe Rise. No, Rise of the Lycan was good.
They had they had 5.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were all solid.
yeah,
Honestly, I enjoyed every single one of them.
and you enjoy Kate Beckinsale in a skin tight leather suit.
I'm a man. Yes,
Yes.
yes. And that was all
Num-
pre Pete Davidson, so she wasn't ruined for me yet.
I don't. Number 3. I don't think this. I don't Jaws. I don't think.
I mean, more than one Jaws was too many Jaws.
Yeah, I mean they did 4
was
films,
4,
so I
right?
guess. Okay.
Because I remember Jaws
Oh,
3D.
Jaws 3D. There's Jaws and Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You're going to agree with number 2. Oh boy, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a perfect trilogy.
it was a
It
perfect
really was
trilogy.
like the perfect trilogy.
It did not need. Yeah. And number 1, Home Alone, had 6 films between 1990 and 2021. I didn't know that either.
I did. I knew about at least when
I
they
knew
switched
3.
kids. I knew they
Oh, I didn't
switched
even know they
kids.
switched kids.
Yeah. Yeah, they were not all
Oof,
what's his name?
Macaulay.
Yeah, they were not all Macaulay Culkin.
Okay. We'll end on a happy note. Well, I don't know if this is going to be a happy note because the way these things go. 10 movie endings that everyone agrees are absolutely perfect. And I have a funny feeling you will not agree with some of these. I haven't looked again, but I'm assuming there's going to be some oldies in here too.
By the way, Home Alone 9 came out in 2017, so I don't think they had the full list. Oh, that
Oh,
was a short. Never mind.
oh, okay. All right. Perfect endings.
Yeah.
Okay, to movies. Number 10, the original Rocky.
Okay.
Great loss.
Oh,
Great ending.
speaking of movie series that went on
Air,
too long,
yes,
Jesus.
yes. We had too many Rockies. We had too many Rambos. We had a little bit too much Sylvester Stallone.
I mean, Rocky, right? Well, look,
After Rocky 4,
yeah, but like
5
4
was
was
a big
good,
step.
but then you had two
5,
more.
5 was bad. 6 was not good.
Yeah, but now you have the Creeds out of it, which I guess the Creed 1
Ugh.
and 2 were okay.
Pete, these are movie endings. Last episode of MASH does qualify as a perfect ending to a show. Absolutely. I would like to find a list of perfect endings to shows also. I agree with that. The last episode of MASH was, I think it's still the highest rated finale in the
Of
history
all
of
time.
television.
Episode of television.
Episode. Yeah. All right. So we got number 10, Rocky. Number 9, Thelma and Louise.
Never saw it,
Mm. They drove
but
off.
I know what happened. Yeah,
Yeah, they drove off a cliff and died. I guess okay. Perfect
which I
ending.
guess was great. I don't know.
Sure. Number 8, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Okay, I'm sure that ending was fantastic too.
Sounds it. Number 7, Shawshank. Shawshank.
Never saw it.
What? Really?
You of all people are going to
Wait, but
get
you
judgy
never.
that I haven't seen a movie.
But you never saw Shawshank. Nah.
No,
Wow. Okay.
it's
Fair
on
enough.
TV all the time. But here's my problem. I always said, I want to watch that, but I don't want to watch it on TBS.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
then I've never seen it because I feel like if I saw it once, I could go and watch that. Pete, the MASH was a movie, and then there was the TV series MASH.
Well, no, I think he means the. Yeah. Number 6, The Graduate from 1967. I never saw it, so I can't say if it's.
I think I did, but I don't remember what the ending was. I remember there was the wedding that
Yeah.
was parodied in Wayne's World, but that's all I got.
Okay. Number 5, Whiplash.
No, because Whiplash
2014.
was awful.
Okay. Okay. Number 4.
As a musician, Whiplash was awful.
Okay. Fair enough.
Um,
I defer to
because-
you on that.
No, just because I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. How this guy's trying to get faster at playing drums is by just playing as fast and hard as he can. Like, that was so ridiculous.
It's Jimmy Wooten.
Wow.
Number 4, It's a Wonderful Life. I'll give that.
Yeah.
It's a feel good.
Yeah.
Number 3, The Pursuit of Happiness. It's based on a true story. I didn't.
Oh, that's
see
the
it.
one with Will Smith. Yeah,
That's the
no,
Will
I didn't
Smith
see
one
it.
and his kid.
I will say, I think the end of It's a Wonderful Life from Saturday Night Live may be better than the originals, though. So there is some room for argument there. If anybody remembers that sketch, if not, with Dana Carvey, go find it. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere, and it's amazing.
Number 2. This is a very good one. The Truman Show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's a very good one.
It's a
1998.
great movie still. It holds up, man.
It does.
I showed it to my kids a couple months ago, and I was like, this movie's still so good.
And number 1, we have to go back to 1942 for this, the perfect movie ending, Casablanca.
Never seen it.
Neither did I. And I never will. But they say it's perfect.
I'm sure it was.
They say it's perfect. I would like to find a TV show one because I think that one leaves a lot up for debate because
it does.
I actually two off the top of my head real fast that I thought were maybe not perfect but good endings. I like the Sopranos ending. I didn't like it at first, but once you sit with it a little bit, I really like the Sopranos ending. Yep. Thank you, Dylan. And number 2, I didn't hate the Lost ending as much as everybody else did. And I was very invested in that show. Like, I was all
Yeah.
about the puzzles and all about the like, now knowing that they didn't know what the F they were doing the whole time, like, that makes it even more funny.
Yeah, I didn't hate the ending. I preferred the alternate endings on Jimmy Kimmel after the episode aired, though. For some of those were a little better in my opinion.
I I,
Um,
uh
hey, are you getting, because we didn't talk about it, are you getting the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game?
so, I did forget to mention that, it released in New Zealand, and they shut the servers down immediately because when you loaded up the game, it registered as the game is already completed for you,
That's amazing.
which is bad. It's a live service game, which means things are gonna be happening, um, during the game as, they're gonna like Destiny is, it's a live service game, there's gonna be updates to it.
Yeah.
Um, I I kinda wanna get it because I like the direction it's going, but I don't know, I have to see still.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spring for the deluxe version. I know that because
No,
I
God,
feel like
no.
it's gonna be like the Avengers and just be like,
Yeah.
I will say criminally underrated is the DC Online game,
Which one is that?
the MMORPG they've had
The
forever.
Injustice?
No,
Oh, DC f
no,
oh, okay.
DC
Oh,
on it's been
really?
around forever. They were on, like, chapter 40.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure it's still going, chapter 40 or 45, and they push out content all the time for it still, and you go and you evolve your character from the very beginning, and you go and you do your missions. It's all
I
co-op.
think I remember
I
that.
played it for a long while on PS3, I wanna say. Maybe it was PS4. No, it was PS4.
Right.
But or PS3, and then I played it again on PS4.
Okay.
Great game. Like, you picked your power set, you got to develop your weapons, you know, but and they were constantly pushing out new content. They did, like, the War of Apocalypse, they did the War of the Gods, they
No
did
shit.
all this other yeah, it was great. Super fun.
The before we go, the one thing that I've been kinda, like, really, really hooked on the last, 2 weeks now is I bought the Oculus, like, we talked about that
Yeah.
before. I bought the Oculus back during the pandemic. It was a pandemic splurge, and I didn't really use it a lot. My son used it. He moved, he bought his own. I picked it up the other day and started messing with the Beat Saber, and I got the, Linkin Park pack,
Oh, that one's great.
and I got the rock and roll pack,
Mhm.
and then I got the Queen pack. I couldn't lift my arms up last night after I did, like, 5 or 6 Linkin Park songs. They're rough, and I just did them on normal, hella good workouts.
Yeah, yeah, we got that pack a couple years ago.
Yeah. Bye, Jack. Hi, Jack.
Yeah, we got the Linkin Park pack a few years ago. It's great.
Oh, yeah,
The Imagine Dragon ones is actually surprisingly good too.
really? Yeah, they don't release a lot of content
So
for it.
before I digitize again,
Yes.
oh,
Let's do
too
that.
late.
No, you digitized, left, and came back.
Maybe am I back?
You're kinda back?
Nope. All right, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
digitizing.
Yeah,
So
make
hopefully you'll hear, hey,
wind that down.
thanks for finding the Geek Spot. Check out jackkidmusic.com down in Philly Friday night.
Alright. Bye, everybody. Yes, Dylan, you're right. Breaking Bad was a phenomenal ending. Bye, everybody.